The Nurburgring is one of the greatest circuits in the world, but this other track was built to be better and faster than it, while accommodating up to 1 million spectators. However, when construction on the track was completed, none of that happened. In fact, because of the Second World War, not a single Grand Prix was ever held at this circuit. Until now. Welcome to the Deutschlandring. The designers of this track drew inspiration from a number of legendary racing circuits around the world, one of which was Monza, and of course, the circuit it was designed to replace itself, the Nurburgring. Now, I've done a number of track reviews on this channel, and honestly, it's sometimes a little bit of a hit and miss when it comes to downloading mods, especially when it comes to cars or tracks. But this track that you're looking at now was created by one of my favorite AC modders who goes by the name Fat-Alfie. It's an amazing recreation of the track that could have been back in the year 1939, and even though this is a large map, it is a 10km track after all. It's well optimized, so you don't actually need the latest computer hardware in order to run it smoothly. To give you an idea of the level of detail that went into the map, there are more than 43,000 individual trees in this map, and 34 different plant types scattered all around it. But wait, there's more! This track is also suited to racing in the dark, and you'll need to use something with headlights for sure, as there are no streetlights on the circuit. Driving it in the dark on these roads feels exactly like how it should. Dangerous, wild, and something you probably shouldn't be doing in real life. It reminds me of my young and reckless days where I most definitely didn't do anything illegal of this sort, just saying. The time attack mode though, I'll admit that I've never ever used it before. But since the creator of this mod has baked in the functionality, I thought I'd just give it a shot anyway. Essentially, it's a race against the clock to the next checkpoint where you get a time extension and head on to the next checkpoint and so on. I'm not sure if any of you can remember an old video game where it was a time attack and each time you drove past the checkpoint it would go time extension. Anyone can remember what game that was? Let me know in the comments below. For me, I find that one of the most enjoyable ways to drive this map is with the weather set to fog in the early morning where it feels like you have the roads all to yourself. You have to remember that this track was designed to replace the Nurburgring, so some sections are seriously fast and dangerous. And while some of these vintage tracks are really only suitable for, well, vintage racing cars of the same era, the width of this track is decently wide, which allows for quite a bit of fun even when using cars from a more modern era. I'm currently running Pure and the latest version of CSP, which is version 0.2, which was just released recently, and I'm running this track with the spectators removed as the textures for the crowd initially appeared very dark, even though the mod is supposed to work well out of the box with CSP, but anyway, my preference is always to run any track without spectators as I find they're just not very realistic looking even when done properly in AC. So let's head out for a lap of the circuit, and the car that we're using today is the Kunos MX-5 Cup car with an F1 skin. This skin pack is great fun as they've done up different skins for all the current F1 team liveries, and since quite a number of my subscribers from this channel come from the UK, let's go with the Lewis Hamilton skin just for you guys. Now if you haven't had a go in the Kunos MX-5 Cup car, go and fire it up and give it a go. It's lightweight, rear-wheel drive, sounds absolutely fantastic, and for me, it's one of the Kunos cars that I really enjoy driving. And there we go for a full lap of the circuit. I hope you guys found this video useful. I'll see you guys at the next video.